Oh, let's tip it up just a little bit. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome to the studio at Two Girls Treasure. I'm excited. It's Monday. We're going to start a new project series today. Memory journals, travel journals, friend journals, autograph books, visitor books, family books, you name it, guest books. You name it, we can make it. The surprising part is how we're going to make it. And I think you're going to be really excited. I am. I'm hoping you'll be excited about it because we're recycling. And anytime we can recycle products, that's a good day. I left the product. Hang on. It's right here. I was cleaning up from last week, so I just left it right where it was. Do you get things in packages and you have packing materials and you really don't even begin to know what to do with them? Me too. So let me tell you, we get a lot of packing materials, but this, well, to me, this is just fabulous. This is really nice, thick, brown paper. Most people would just throw it in the trash. But you know I'm not most people, and you know I had an idea. So this week's focus and our guide is going to be, dun, 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 drum roll please, journals. Handcrafted journals. Now, we have already started because, you know, I wanted to get out in front of this and show you what we could do. I've stamped on the inside. We have lines that we can write our memories on, and space we can attach some of our things to. This one was done with some old lace. And now that lace is going to be a beautiful book cover, and it's bound in the center, in the center, there we go, by the fabric. So we've got a beautiful binding, beautiful bound cover. This is natural fabric, so we can stamp this. And we have things to play with, things to work with. Are you ready? Do you want to make your own summertime travel journal guest book? It's what we're doing this week. And we're going to host you on Friday and Saturday so you can do this too. Let's make one. I'm going to tip you down so you can see the work table. Isn't that beautiful? And the linen napkin was already tattered and stained, so it was no good. And don't be mad at me about the doily because it was also tattered and stained, and no one wanted it except me. And I thought that was a beautiful use. Doesn't that look like a butterfly? It's the edge of a doily. And I think we could take another piece of it and put it in here over the bumblebee and the paintbrushes. These are stamps from the brand new Charlotte and from the ephemeral type. I'm gonna iron this because I didn't have my iron. I didn't have my iron when I was working on this yesterday evening. So what I do, just to make sure I don't burn the paper, catch anything on fire, I just spritz this a little bit and then iron it out. Now I do have this set on high. This is on, let's see, dun, dun, dun. Now this is all the way up on silk and acrylic and rayon. This is pretty hot. There's my linen setting, minimum, maximum, there we go. All the way up on the wool and the cotton. I want it nice and hot so it doesn't take me but a minute to iron it out, smooth it, and be done with it. This already has glue underneath it. I'm not real happy with the way I made the glue look, and I'm sorry about that. I'll do another one and I'll do it better. I did not have my wreath on gunk at the house when I did this last night, And I was very frustrated with that because gunk would have made this look amazing. Glue does not do the same job. Don't let anybody tell you. I needed my gunk and I didn't have it. I'm going to go ahead and reinforce the reinforcements. This makes a nice, there we go. That makes a nice binder edge. I like it. And we can put a bow right here to complete the look. I could have cut it longer. I cut it a little bit short. I don't mind. And this edge, a little bit long. I don't mind. Look how beautiful it is over the pages. Let's make one. I'm going to move my paper towel so that that's not in the way. And I'm definitely going to move my stamps so that I don't damage those. Let's see who was calling. Who doesn't know that we're doing a live this morning? We're doing things. Sorry I can't talk right now. We're doing some things. All right. Let's go here. Completely unconcerned by who's calling. Let's just go here. Ooh, today starts our annual warehouse sale. If you've never participated, it's where you save the most money of all. And this year, as every year, we're going to do it a little bit different than we did last year. And this year you will get a little bit different discount offer every day. I'm not going to spam you, but I'm going to send it to you in your email. Don't be mad at me. Please don't unsubscribe. If you're not subscribed and you want the lowdown each day, go ahead and go to the website. Opt in. Just because I sent you a receipt does not mean that I can send you an email. You've got to say, hey, it's okay if you do. And I like that. Because I don't like spam mail either. So I don't abuse the privilege of having your email address. I like to give you that choice. So opt in, and I did put one ad out yesterday announcing, put one out today, 20% off, just about store-wide. There are some exclusions. You are not going to get the brand new Iron Orchid Designs 20% off. You're just not. But you can save on furniture and home decor and china and glassware. 20% is a big discount, y'all. So if there's something you want, come get it. Come get it. There is a minimum purchase. I'm not going to discount gum. Please don't ask me to. There we go. We used to do a tent sale, and it's the monsoon season, so that didn't work out so good. So we quit doing that. This turned out nice and smooth. I'm just going to go ahead and go over the back side real quick. Just to make sure both sides are good and smooth. You know, someone else said the same thing, Lisa. I don't iron clothes either, but you can't recycle the clothes and do something this cool. So there's that. There's that part. All right, I'm going to unplug the iron and move it completely out of the way so I don't burn myself. All right. Because we all know that's a reality. There's the iron out of the way. Now, oh, I might need it one more time. Let's do this. And if my internet flakes, just know that it's pouring down rain currently. Isn't that crazy? Crazy, crazy. Here's the rain. We need it. God, thank you. We need it. My plants will be so happy. All right. I'm going to fold it in half and get a good cut line right here. And let me grab my favorite scissors. These are not my favorite scissors, but these will work. Oh wait, I see them. I see them. Hang on. The child. Yes. She's not here, so we can blame her. Good morning. If you're just joining me, thank you. We have a really cool recycle project to do. There we go. And if it's not perfectly straight, it's okay. Don't stress that. And if you would rather have the torn edge tattered look, just water this seam with a paintbrush and pull it apart. The paper pulls really nicely. There we go. All right, now let's see how many pages we can get from this. There's 2. There's 4. And there's 6. That's about all we're going to get, and that's okay. It's okay. I think that'll work. All right, now, how did I get 6 pages? Well, here's 2. So let's cut on this trim line right here. And I tell you what, since I said it, let's do it. Let's take the brush, and we'll have to do them separately because we don't want to tear the paper the wrong way. And you know, that'll happen quick. Take your paintbrush, dampen it, and run it across that edge and wet that edge. Do both sides. Good morning. Oh, I was so glad you got to come Saturday. It was good to see you and Sharon. I hope she's doing better today. I hope you are doing fantastic. You look so good. And I'm so proud for you. Y'all, my friend Lisa and her sister Sharon came to see me Saturday. We got to hang out for just a little while. Just a little while. Lisa owns Can Cutter Creations. Sharon, her sister, owns Mystic Hollow Designs with her husband Michael. Here at the Petey State Farmers Market, you can get their fabulous, fabulous candles. You can get Lisa's Can Cutter Creation gifts, all right here under the market. Thursday, Friday, Saturday is when they're here. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I have a royal linen candle lit at the front counter and it smells amazing. You need one. All right, got a little overage here. We're just gonna trim that off. I know I didn't do the ragged edge thing. Totally lost my mind. I was thinking about my candle. Now, how did I get 6 pages? Just like that. Let's keep going. That's how I got the page count. When you fold it over and you do the Jacob's Ladder thing, then you end up with extra pages. You end up with pages that you can bind. And just like that, we wet the edge. Let's see if it's wet enough. Nope, we need to come on this side too. So let's sharpen that edge one more time. That's great to do with the iron, but you know, I already put the iron away, and I don't mind sharpening the edge with my nails that I actually have. Ask me how I got those nails. They are not press-on. They are not gel. They are real. They need some paint on them. They need to be stylized. All right, let's see. There's that cut edge. Now, let's jag this edge right here. So we'll fold that over, create that sharp edge. Those are some strong nails. Ask me how I got them. All right, and let's wet that sharp edge both sides. It works better, I promise. Depends on what kind of paper you're using. I'm using this brown packing paper, which I feel like was a gift, a free with purchase when I ordered my Rethunk Junk Paint products. Laura, I love you. Thank you for changing from the packing peanuts, because this was an inspiration. All right, I hate to throw that away, but I'm not gonna use it. I could use it as I'm gonna use that. I'm not throwing it away. Y'all know I'm not throwing it away. Now, we have the front cover. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We have 14 pages. That is cool. That's so cool. All right, let's take this and let's make our binder. Let's make our book binder, and that'll give us a really neat edge right there. Plus it'll reinforce. Now, how do you keep these together? Well, there's so many different ways you can do that. I glued them, and I'll show you how I did that. I grabbed my glue. It's right here. It was real simple. Go all the way to your last page on the inside edge, and let's get the paint bookers going. Oh, for love's sake. The people who are jumping into the space on my phone is crazy. Let me make sure I get that glue all the way to the top. And just a thin line. You don't want a great big long huge line, just a nice thin line. Top to bottom. And then lay your next page over it. And then do it again. And then copy that until you have all of your pages laid together, glued together in mostly a straight line. Mostly a straight line, right? There we go. Then fold them over. Let that glue set. Let's run a line of glue inside this edge. And you can make these any style you want. I kind of like that little bit of ragged edge look, the worn look, because this summer has been a journey, hasn't it? It's been a summer of change. It's been a summer of adventure. I have some little mementos that I would probably like to keep. And what better way than to create a little travel log to keep, so that when I start getting Alzheimer's, Ariel and Ruth Ann can go, Mom, remember? Remember? Probably not, but it's worth a shot, right? Look at that. How simple and crafty and easy was that? Now what? Well, that's where these came from, y'all. This is exactly how this started. So I actually took, and I have a piece I'd like to use on this particular cover. So I'm going to take that. Let's make a book cover. Isn't that pretty? I've got it upside down. Upside down's not pretty. Let's turn that over. Let's do that again. Still works the same. There we go. There's my ribbons right side up. There we go. Now this is nice and thick paper, so this is probably not going to tear the same way. We can try it. Make that sharp edge right there where we're going to try to rip that off, and then we'll do this in just a minute. Let's do one at a time. Let's get that. Just find some pretty paper, something that you love. I don't think on this side it's going to make a hill's bean of difference. Let's try the inside. Let's try to saturate it just a little bit. Just a wet paintbrush, that's all I'm using. And let's sharpen that edge one more time since it's wet. Let's see if it'll pull. Oh, not really, but it is, but not really. It has a thick vinyl coating on the front. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll just cut it straight down the line. I have a paper cutter in the office. You can use a paper cutter if you don't want that ragged, jagged edge. I just thought it would be cute. Not throwing that away because we can use it. All right, now we have our side to side. Let's get our top to bottom. So I'm gonna lay that over and roll this up and create that sharp edge again. That way we can just go ahead and cut that off. Not even going to try to dampen it because we saw it. This type of paper is not going to go that way. And I won't throw that away either because I'm sure we can use it for something. I'm positive we can use it. All right, now that I have my rethunk gunk, now that I'm in the studio and I have the things, my favorite things, let's get some RTG. Let's get a fluffy brush. And let's paste this joker. I'm going to do the front cover first. I'm not going to try to set the whole thing at one time. Just a nice coat. It doesn't have to be thick, but you want to make sure it's not dry before you get the paper to it. So go ahead and get it on there. Just like that. And if it starts soaking in and drying, put a little bit more. There we go. Now, I'm going to lay the book down and I'm going to lay this cover over. Let's smooth it. And then let's flip it over. We'll do the same thing to this back inside cover. I'm going to make sure I get that inside seam edge where the binding is to make sure that the center of the book, the binding of our book, is nice and sturdy. There we go. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to lay this over and smooth it. Now, something I don't normally do, but I'm going to do right now. Let me grab my iron and plug it back in. And I do have it on high, so I want to be careful. Let's see. Oh, I have all of my cleaning rags clean, but they're at the front counter. So that's okay. I will grab one out of here. This works. All right, I'm gonna go with this nice, pretty little cotton. All right, let me lay this down on top of it. Of course, we're on a high setting, so I don't want to go directly onto the paper, and I don't really want to wet it because I just put Rethunk Gunk on it. So on our high setting, let's go to maximum. Come on now. Max, right here. And let's just iron that out. This way, what we're actually doing is drying our gunk and really sealing that outer paper to the brown paper. All of this is recycled materials, y'all. Now, what I'm getting ready to do is not, but it's okay. Don't be mad at me. Not everything's recycled. Some things are on such a good sale, though, that you have to get them. We've just got a couple of more minutes to work. Actually, one more minute to work, but that's okay. We're almost done for this morning. Now, got a little bit of moisture. That's understandable because we just dried our gunk. If you don't want the moisture on the table, if you're not on your ironing board, lay your towel down and then just cover it. Just cover it. There we go. Now, let's do this side. I can't tell which way is which, but it's hot. And just iron over it. This will dry the Rethunk Gunk inside the binding cover, and this will really seal it to itself so that you have a very nice cover for your guest book, junk journal, travel journal, memory book, whatever you want it to be. There we go. Now it is. And we have, needs a little dry time, but we have this amazing book to work with. Now, some of my pages in the back got the gunk on them. It's okay. I say it's okay like I mean that it's okay, but let's peel those apart. There we go. Wait a minute, we're almost there, we're almost there. Tink. It's okay. Check your pages frequently because we're using glue and gunk and you don't want those to become a problem. Now, here's the center of our book. What do we do there? Well, let me tell you. I'm glad you asked. I have this really pretty ribbon. And while this is not recycled, this was on such a sale that I could not leave it where it was. And we can take this, lay some down on the center binding, and then I really like, hang on, I really like this wide one better. We're going wide. We're going wide. I'll show you why. Hang on. It's so pretty. I have an idea for this book. So let's roll this out a little bit more, pull it through. We're going to lace the center of the book because it has a center seam right there, a beautiful center line. And then our book page in the very middle will have this lace edging. I think it's very pretty. And the idea that I have for this book, it completely makes sense. So let's lay this in. And then we'll run it on the outside. We are over time, and I know that you may have to go. If you do, I just want to say thank you for being here this morning. It is 9:30 Eastern Time. I'm going to lay this lace in, and then I'm going to leave it alone for the day, let it dry. I'm going to go sell things because it is our annual warehouse sale, in-store specials. If you're not in store and you are online and see something amazing, just give me a ring, just call. We'll work it all out. We do offer shipping through a network of private shippers, nothing that I have control over the cost for. Here we go. I'm going to have to trim a relief into those edges once this sits up. Now, this has to sit up and dry just like that. So, I'll make a prop rod with my paintbrush containers, and we're going to let that live just like that. You still can't see me? Here, I'll do this. Ta-da! Thanks for being here in the studio with me this morning. We're going to play this game all week long, and Friday, Saturday, Friday evening, 5 to 7:30, 5:30 to 7:30. And then Saturday morning, 10 to 12, we already have some folks signed up. Come join them in the studio. We're going to make these books, these bound books with your own two hands and a lot of recycled and upcycled products so that we can have all the fun. You can give these as gifts. You can make them for Christmas. You can make them for fall. You can make them for your beach house. You can make them for yourself. But the thing is to make them. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day. Thank God for the rain. We need it. And I will look forward to seeing you right back here at 9:30 tomorrow morning. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Thanks, y'all. Bye now.